The consensus view today is that storytelling is no longer required. We're in the social media age. It's all about short bites of content. It's Instagram, it's Snapchat, it's immediacy. That's what matters. Well, that view is false. Storytelling works no matter the length of the content, no matter the channel. There is a way that you can apply storytelling principles to every single piece of content. 15 seconds is all that Nike needed in the commercial that I'm going to show you now in order to apply all the storytelling principles that make that content compelling.
Greatness is a scary thing. Until it isn't.
Nike Marketing uses the emotional branding technique of archetypes in its advertising, more specifically, the story of the hero. It's an age-old tale of a hero pitted against a great foe, and after a great struggle, emerging triumphant. And in brand marketing and advertising, that character is the customer, not the brand. This is an important distinction, and one that Nike totally gets. And all brands have to begin with understanding who their target customer is and what they want. But Nike advertising takes the common hero story and turns it on its head. Instead of inspiring loyalty by singling out an external enemy, it focuses on an internal foe, our fear. Nike understands that the heart of story is not about the outer journey, but about the inner journey. This is a journey of self-discovery, a battle with the opposite self, the naysayer, the one who tells us to play safe. That's the flaw in the character, preventing them from being their best self. This is how Nike uses emotional storytelling to inspire customer loyalty. They know that while some people identify with an external foe, all people identify with an internal one. Now, every brand must know the core problem that their customer faces and must demonstrate that they understand the problem. The brand isn't the hero of the story. The brand is the guide. Your central character has a problem, and it's the brand that has to come to their aid and help them find success. Nike understands we don't always believe in ourselves. That's the empathy or pathos that they display. And as a brand, they give us the courage and self-belief to do it anyway. This is the credibility and the authority. And they do this very specifically by using superstar athletes as inspiration, to drive home a metaphor that there is a superstar athlete that lives in us all. All brands need to understand that the role they play in their customers' lives is the role of mentor and guide, helping them overcome obstacles. How we do that and the tone we take depends on our brand essence and archetype. Brands must give customers a plan, and that has to be brief and understandable. As brands, we have to make the customer feel empowered to take specific action. And that means a simple solution. It means we make it feel like a new idea. So we must have something unique to offer that no one else can or has the power to offer. Nike uses a clear, powerful, and positive message. Find your greatness. Find that superstar within. The message is clear. It doesn't matter who we are or where we're from. We can all find greatness. The call to action is the action that the customer takes. Every story is purpose-driven. The lead character isn't passive. They make decisions that power them through the drama and narrative. The customer ultimately is the one that has to act. All we can do as a brand is guide them to the decision and give them the tools they need to do just that. Nike gives us the authority to awaken the athlete within. Just do it, Nike tells us. As a brand, they give us everything we need to make that happen. First, they empower us, and then they demand us to take action. Now, we know from behavioral psychology that loss aversion is a stronger motivator than gain. Well, it's the same principle that applies in story. To create a compelling narrative, you have to create the impression of what life would be like without the product. We have to show what's at stake. What does the customer stand to lose? Nike knows we are most motivated by loss aversion. What do we stand to lose if we don't jump? Pride, self-worth, identity. This is a powerful message because it's a primal one. It speaks directly to our core needs as a human. Storytelling is knowing your ending and then building the story towards that satisfying conclusion. In a way, it's a joke that builds towards the punchline. And there must be a payoff, good or bad. We need catharsis, a new stability, a resolution. The beginning and the ending are mirror images of one another. The beginning asks a question and the ending answers it. Nike is clear about success. The hero wins and the villain, our fear, loses. And this is a classic take on recurring themes that exist in myth and psychology.
It really doesn't matter how long your content is. 30 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 5 seconds. Nike understands this. All the epic brands do. They understand how to make a piece of content more engaging and more meaningful for their audience.